Music hold ended.
Okay, it is 6 p.m. We will go ahead and get started with the public comment listening session.
All right, the first person to go is Tanya. Tanya, go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. I just wanted to bring up the agenda about this, I guess, removing the Veterans Commission. On that note, there is plenty of other veterans or military organizations around. I'm part of American Legion off of Colfax, VFW 3631, which soon will be, they're doing a historical acknowledgement with David W. Carter. And we're getting that building spiced up and getting the road, the land area and the building and so forth ready to get that recognized and acknowledged. And also the TRIA, the Retired Enlisted Association, and also the DAV, Disabled Veterans Organization. So there are many organizations in Aurora that many of the veterans do not know or are utilized. And I know that I've heard that, I think, Mayor Kaufman, you're part of the VFW or the American Legion, but there are a lot of organizations out there. And in Aurora, we don't utilize those organizations, which also help veterans in need and help other communities like widows and so forth. So I just wanted to make you aware of that and say thank you and appreciate it. And it was nice seeing those at JJ's this past weekend, and also for Councilman Medina coming over to talking to my dad also, who is usually does not go out that much. So I appreciate the time and patience, and I do hope that someday we could go back in person so I could say hi to you guys and talk to you in person, because I do miss chatting and seeing you guys and talking to you, and I only see a couple of you sometimes. So, but thank you for your time and patience.
Your time is up.
I appreciate everybody, and thank you.
Next is Ricky. Ricky, go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Hi, my name is Ricky Lott. I'm a 62-year-old veteran. I am not honorably discharged. I got a bad conduct discharge in 1983. Since that time, I became a mortgage broker, never got into any trouble, became a licensed security guard, and I was victimized by the Aurora Police Department with their mascot, Mr. Oberero Spinette. There's a Channel 7 news article when they got in bed together in 2020. After 17 months of having a restraining order against this gentleman, couldn't get a police officer to come to go to court, and that was per the district attorney. They ended up dropping the charges on him in April, and he assaulted me. He assaulted me with a weapon, a taser, on September 11th, the morning of September 11th, and I defended myself, not with the 9mm I was carrying, but with a baton after he shot me with a taser. So I was recently, the charges against him were dropped. I found out about the Channel 7 article, so then it made sense when the district attorney told my attorney why the officers wouldn't come to court. I'm sitting homeless now. I've lost my licenses. I've lost my life. I sent a letter and email to Mayor Kaufman months ago about this, never got a response. I asked the housing authority, Aurora Housing Authority, to let me move, sent them letters. They ghosted me. Nobody ever said a word to me about trying to leave until September 12th when I got out of jail on a $2,500 bond. And the head of Aurora Housing, Mike Blackstock, Cindy Gonzalez, Tori Dixon, and the other manager was in the meeting and told me, "Oh, Rick, we could have moved you to another apartment." I said, "Why didn't you tell me that prior to any of this happening?" So I'm out here in the streets now, and I think what's happening over there, this happened because I have video of all of the corruption that's going on in Aurora Housing at Liberty View, and I told them I had video of the drug dealing in the building. Okay.
Lydian, go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Yeah, I just want to say that the inefficiency of this listening session is very clear. There's a gentleman that is speaking into his situation, being unhoused and being abused by systems in Aurora. And sadly enough, in this space, he's cut off, but in email, et cetera, he's ignored. So, sir, if you are still listening, please know that you do not have to walk this path alone. There is community out here, and my hope is that you do, in fact, identify and leverage those who can walk this path of justice for you, because you do not deserve that. And I'm also going to preface and say that I truly don't want to come across as if I don't have honor and respect for veterans. I have countless veterans in my family. But I will say that the rules to this listening session are for us to stay on topics that are not on the agenda. And it is not lost on me that Tanya Tabachek got on here and spoke to an agenda item uninterrupted. So it's very interesting for those who the rules do apply to and the rules that they do not apply to. Tanya did this uninterrupted, and that's an agenda item. The Veteran Affairs Committee is on the agenda, but it's very, very telling who the rules work for and who the rules are abused against. So I will make sure that I keep that noted in the event that the city attorney is listening, and I will make sure that I pass the information on to ensure that everyone is aware of how this works and what is happening on these calls. I yield the rest of my time and ashe to the gentleman who is going through the injustice that he does not deserve. Sir, my heart is with you.
Okay, Katie, if I could, just 1 second. I stand corrected. The last speaker is correct in that the item was on the agenda and the individual should not have been allowed to go forward with it. Please proceed.
Next is Aaron. Aaron, go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you. So I'm going to make this brief. Some people say I'm anti-police. I'm not anti-police. I want to bring to light some of the good things that APD does, but then we read stories about a former detective having 31 years of cold cases stuck away in a crawl space. I understand he's a former detective. If the cases were maybe in a room somewhere, like his office or whatnot, I would understand, because maybe he was kind of addicted to those cases and he wanted to get them solved. For us, for the new chief or whoever found them in his crawl space, that is completely inappropriate. I do want to give I do want to commend the police for their resistance and their actions in the fatal shooting off of Arkansas. They released that video earlier today. Their lives were absolutely in danger. They did the right thing. You don't see us protesting for that family. We're protesting because a gentleman basically lost his life over a cell phone. But when police are doing the right thing and protecting lives of themselves and citizens, that's okay. But when they're affecting the lives of citizens by hiding 31 years of a treasure of old cases, that is just wrong, and it needs to be brought to the attention to the public. And that's all I have to say on not a non-agenda item.
That is the last speaker for the public comment listening session.
Very well. Thanks, everybody. Katie, I wonder if you can give me the contact information for the individuals that spoke today, particularly the individual who said he was homeless.
Yes, I can send that to you.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. And we will reconvene at, let's see, at 6:45 for the regular meeting. Thanks.